with a lifetime of problems afterwards that cost you financially. It's affected every aspect of my life, dude. There's not one area of my life that it hasn't affected.
Have you ever considered? I mean, is there even an opportunity for compensation,
No,
a lawsuit, or
no,
why is that?
you can't sue doctors, dude. It's virtually impossible. So I just recently talked to a lawyer buddy of mine. Just brought it up, and he goes, "Man, you already have to have really deep pockets to even think about going after a doctor. And so if your pockets are
Just
that
because
deep,
they're well protected, or
they're well protected big time. All these insurances, and they've got the lawyers, and they're just protected. You sign a million pieces of papers.
yeah, basically wiping their liability on anything.
Yeah, yeah. And so, like I said, it's virtually impossible. So there's no recourse to go after them. And this was just boiling up in my head for fucking years, dude. At one point, I wanted to go do something to the guy.
No, I'm sure.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm just keeping it real. And uh, it just drained me not only financially, but it for a long time took all my self confidence and just took my life away from me, dude. In a lot of ways, man. And I haven't even talked about all the drugs I've been on and all. I've barely even touched anything on what's come along with all this, dude. I've only really brought up the radio frequency. Um,
Well, that's good because you know what, we'll definitely spend more time with him in future talks.
yeah,
For
yeah,
sure.
yeah, for sure. But that's an ongoing thing. I got it done for the rest of my life, and so it's devastating. And it took me a long time. Like at first, it's like, oh, okay, I got to get a couple of these procedures, and then after I'm continuing to have to get them, it's kind of like, what the fuck, dude? And then here I am 15 years later, still getting them all the time. But because of that procedure, I don't have to live on pain pills and pain medication because I'm generally not in a lot of pain once under the spell of the radio frequency. So he put in a disc that's like a little bit too big, and then it slid once you could see it's offset in there. You could see it in my MRIs and stuff. So because it's a little bit too big, it put pressure on the adjacent discs above it and all the way up through my spine. So I have arthritis, tremendous, massive arthritis, and facet degeneration throughout my spine.
Would the right size disc have cured you?
I don't know. That's hard to say.
Right.
I don't know.
And there's no peace offering from the doctor to give you the right disc. If
Oh
you
no,
wanted
dude!
to
Once
do
he
it?
did the surgery, and I'd go back and complain, he's just like, "Dude, get the fuck out of here! I'm tired of you, man." Like, seriously, that was his attitude. And there's this. I go into the office. He's a real busy place, high volume. You go in there, I see 30 other people in the waiting room with just in pain and agony, and he's been so. I think he was like a head guy for these artificial discs. He was the guy, so he's just banging them out, dude, right? And what the success rate was on that. But he told me the success rate. He gave me these incredibly high numbers. That's how he was able to convince me that this
Of
was the
course, yeah. Hey,
procedure
step
for
into my
me.
office, buddy.
So
Ay, ay,
it's
ay.
been a long road, dude. There's been a lot that comes with it. Um, but the main thing was I really had to change my perspective on all that and just realize, like, yo, man, this is what I've been dealt with. It's ruining your fucking life with the way you're looking at it right now. You better check yourself, change your perspective, and move on. And just live life with this thing you got going on the best that you can. Because it stops me in my tracks, dude.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like, I can be. And it's like this invisible thing. Because no one sees me when I'm laying on the floor at my fucking house for months on end, dude. Like, I've got journals, written journals. I'm counting the days and I'm stuck in the house by myself.
Is it waiting for your treatment to take effect?
No, waiting to even be able to get the treatments and just different things, man. Like, there's been different scenarios. But I've been stuck in my house for months on end. recently, within the last few years,
Ugh,
you know,
sounds
and
horrific.
that's because I've had other back injuries since then as well that I haven't talked about. I've had other things happen also. So I accept responsibility for the shit that I do to myself. But what happened with that doctor in that situation, no one signs up for that. Like I feel like you know how there's that guy that's got that felon. He's got a couple felonies, a couple strikes, and then he steals a piece of pizza and gets a life sentence.
Oh yeah, the
I'm
fascist
just
government.
I'm the spinal version of that, dude.
Yeah.
I went in for a straightforward back surgery, disc replacement, and it ended up with a lifetime of fucking hell and problems.
So scary, man.
It is, and to this day, other doctors, my pain management guy, it's like, dude, you probably could have most likely just gotten a standard fusion and been fine. Which is a common, I know quite a few people
Yep.
that have had
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. One of my friends had the same thing.
Yeah, they're still doing whatever it is that they love to do. So, but on another note, man, I still do a lot of things. But if I wasn't a certain type of person, real passionate guy, and if I didn't have a lot to live for, I wouldn't have survived all this stuff that I've been through like I have.
Well, what'd you think of that intro video that we put together for you?
I thought that was amazing, dude. Yeah, you did a great job, and I thought it was a nice little summary of kind of like what I went through and who I am.
Yeah,
and what I do.
I think it's important to focus that, in some of those clips are pretty recent of you snowboarding and you're surfing your first wave, but especially the snowboarding because you've been snowboarding pretty recently.
Yeah, a lot.
Oh, that's great.
At a high level, yeah.
At a high level.
It's helped that I've lost some weight, man. You know, I mean, and people say, well, hey, now that you're kind of all fit and back in shape and everything, are your back problems gone? And I'm just like, no. Now, being fit and in shape definitely is a bonus, but my back problems will never go away. They're only going to get worse. They're only getting worse. I'm actually going to see a neurosurgeon next month. I haven't brought that up at all. So more back surgeries are inevitable. It's not if, but when. So that's something else I'm chewing on right now.
I'll bet that's weighing really heavy on you right now.
Yeah, try not to let it.
Yeah. I love your attitude about it.
It's fucked up. It sucks, dude, but it is. I'll cross that bridge when I come to it, for sure. Right now, I'm feeling pretty good. I've been real active. The radio frequencies are helping. Just the list of stuff that I have to do. It's impossible to explain what I go through. It would take a fucking decade. It's just impossible.
Well, maybe we'll spend some time and get some of those different subjects and chapters recorded here, so those that maybe have to go through it or want to go through it, or because they don't have a choice or because they need to do something to alleviate their pain, they can listen to everything that you share here with your different experiences with the different subjects, and hopefully that would help them make their own decision about whether they should move forward with it or whatnot.
Like we're all, everybody's situation is going to be different. I can't, I'm not some guru that can advise everybody with their back problems, because I've had a lot of different types of back problems as well. So not just that disc. I've broken my back at other locations. I've done some stuff to my spine, dude. And a little bit work related stuff too.
Well, maybe you're not a guru about the back, but you are certainly a person that can inspire others, and you are a veteran to be able to commune with other people who could come in here and share similar stories.
Yeah, and where I was going with that was, so I by no means am some spinal guru guy, but I can talk about and explain what I've been through if people have specific questions and what's been good for me. And there's general things that are good for people with back problems, but really just good for anybody. And it's just staying in decent shape and keeping the weight down. If you have back problems, keeping the weight down is a huge thing.
And that's just common sense, I think.
And everyone should do that anyway.
Oh yeah. I think this is a good start to introduce kind of, not only you, but what this whole show can be about, and talking with people that, in my mind, have gone through tremendous challenges and overcome and risen above, which is not an easy thing to do. I mean, having to recover from a traumatic experience or a life-changing experience, whether physically or emotionally. I think this whole show is a great introduction to maybe bring some of that in and give other people hope that you can move on and move forward.
Yeah, and but not just move. Like you can survive and you can fucking thrive, man. Like you can still do great things even though you've got some handicaps, so to speak.
Sure.
Just how bad do you want to do those things? What kind of person are you? A lot of different types of people out there.
Anything you want to close with?
Nah, just nah, that's it, man.
Let's play that rad intro again. We'll do it as an outro. How about that?
Okay.
All right. Hey, we'll say until next time.
Until next time.